You get coins, I get the money, I buy everything else, I stash the money, I pay others to facilitate us growing as a company. This great FTX founder, Sam Bankman-Fried, gets shocked of his life as judge revokes his 250 million bail and orders him to jail after he leaked witness love letters. We talked about this 2 weeks ago. About 2 weeks ago, we talked about this whole stuff. Basically, what we found was that Sam gave an interview, I think, to the New York Times or one of the New York, yes, well, it was the New York Times, and he leaked Caroline Ellison's love letters. What we said back then is this very responsible? Who is advising this young man? Is he listening to the advice he gets? The man leaked letters of a witness. Only thing I said back then was,
stop it. Get some help.
get some help, dude, because you're playing with fire. And those who play with fire, I cannot say this.
Get
I
fried.
cannot say this. Get cooked to the point they're fried. I want to say something else, but I think you saved me. Yeah, what I was about to say was
Wow.
despicable.
Well,
RJ,
yeah. You said that you asked the question whether or not he listens to other people. Let's say that if whether or not he's listening to advice from other people.
yeah.
Maybe he also has the same mindset as Kanye does. Yeah, easy. Why would I listen to someone that has less money than me? So, so Sam, Sam was like, Sam's probably thinking all these brokies, they're just jealous that I outsmarted them.
They don't
I
know
don't
nothing.
I don't think he was listening to anybody actually. I think because you remember what the cop said. The cop said that he seems to have like a Jesus complex, a savior complex. He's like
Yeah.
the god of his world, and everyone else is his subject. So I think he's not listening to anybody. He's just doing what he wants to do. And the funny thing is, KR, that from the get go, everyone was shocked that he was released on bail because the gravity of the things that he's being accused of is extremely high. We're talking about someone that is being accused of money laundering, being accused of fraudulent acts, stealing from investors, misappropriation of funds. And a great part of these transactions happens online. Now, they couldn't find, and with they, I mean the investigators, the cops, the prosecutors, they are still looking for the money. Why would you give someone like this access to the internet where he can go and tie up loose ends? So that's what the consequences were of letting him free. But still, the judge said you can go free on bail. I think the bail was 250 million KR.
Yeah. Yeah, it was 250.
So
And you
you,
said back then when it before you continue, you said back then when they gave him the bill, you said this is the worst idea ever.
yeah,
You said it back then. That's like 6 months ago, 7 months, something
something
like
like
that.
that. Yeah. So
In January,
yeah,
it's already
because
8 months actually.
yeah,
So you
and so
basically continue.
and this isn't the first time he violated KR. Remember, he
Uh,
violated as
uh,
well.
it's not the first time.
He accessed the internet uh, by through a VPN, saying that he was watching the NFL uh, conference finals.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at that guy, you know that there's the chances are more likely that he's following the Final Fantasy uh, newsletter than any sport. But I guess people still believed him, and with his latest actions, which were dropping the letters, or at least exposing, leaking actually the letters of not only the star witness, but also his ex girlfriend, who was deeply involved in all of his companies and, of course, his personal life. That was apparently the straw that broke the camel's back. The question is, KR, did the so I'm gonna ask two questions. The same
Mm.
question. One of the question I'll ask it as a critical person, and the other question I'll ask it as a conspiracy. It's like it has to do with a conspiracy. The first question is skeptical. Did he have enough time to do to tie up the loose ends, to cover all loose ends, so he can remain with the money? And that's the first question. That's a critical question. So that he can keep the money hidden for himself or whatever. Second question is, did all the people he sponsored, the politicians, the people in politics, the people in high places, can it be that they gave him that amount of time, 6 months, whenever the amount is, to help cover things that they are involved in? I mean, at this point, it's so dirty that
It's
nothing
crazy.
you cannot dismiss anything. But we'll never find out, of course.
We'll know. We won't know, but let's see how they. Last time we talked about the fact that he's also being sued for using money he stole or he gifted to his father to fund his defense. 10 million. And there's a lot of other things. They cannot find certain money. Money was basically, guys, from what I see, from what I've read so far, we've been covering this story since the dawn, since it happened. What it seems to me is that he gave you coins, he took your money. That's a fair, according to him, that was a fair trade. You you gave me the money, I gave you coins, and I buy my stuff with your money. And I put the money away safely because you cannot handle money. Right.
It's basically an arcade that you're describing. They play you can play Pac-Man, You can play you can play air hockey. You can play a lot of things, but the money stays here. But you
The
can do
money is here. You get coins, I get the money, I buy everything else, I stash the money, I pay others to facilitate us growing as a company. And when you want your money back, what money? Money back.
money front.
You will be sitting there asking for
Donations. Donations.
there ain't no money. There ain't
Gifts.
no money. I don't know what dude, they were buying property. They were buying apparently they wanted to buy islands for doomsday scenarios. They bought everything with
Yo.
other people's money.
Okay. Doomsday scenario. They would have bought an island, declare it independent, and then pass a law that prohibits extradition.
Oh man, this is crazy, guys. This is crazy. If